Henny.
Sorry to go back on Man United. We're finished.
Big man, switch just the camera, fam.
I want Gary Neville. I want Gary Neville. Welcome back to another edition of Let Me Land. Yeah, his face says it all. But yeah, I think we need to address the elephant in the room. 4 touches in Manchester City's box. No subs made by Pep Guardiola because they were comfortable and he didn't need to. Didn't see the need to. I can't say anything positive about Manchester United other than we scored. Eric Barley. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
And to be fair though, that substitute thing, I don't think he'd have done that if it weren't international break.
Or
If he had a game
to
next week, he would have been taken out. And it's not something you should be.
I don't think that something is even a big deal.
Yeah, it's not. But some people are taking it as a big deal.
It's whatever.
It is a big deal.
Some people are taking it as a big deal.
I've seen teams.
It is a big deal. It's a Manchester derby and he was so unfazed. He didn't need to change anything. That's a big deal. Me as a gaffer, even if I start off badly, I'll move a couple pieces on the chessboard to at least, all right, cool. Let me leverage this side. Let me do this. Let me do that.
For what?
If I'm losing, so I force the other gaffer to make a change.
You've got to change the game.
You've got to do.
If you're losing, but he wasn't losing.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
So because Oli didn't do nothing.
His point is that the changes Oli made did not disrupt Guardiola's
I think.
And they're way too late.
You guys didn't hear what the guy said from the beginning. He said he set up his team in a way where it's more. I want the ball more so they don't counter us as often.
Yeah.
That's how he set up his team.
But then we brought on Rashford and Sancho and it was still so comfy.
I think he's already accounted for Rashford because he's usually our go-to guy against City. So he's already set up his team for that, and he did it well.
You know, I'm just gonna take the back seat. I don't even want to talk about it. You guys to take the interview.
My thing is before your few lost. I think it was before the Leicester game. You sort of were happy with all that.
I weren't happy.
A lot of United fans were happy with
Happy, yeah.
You sort of have a tough run of games.
Yeah.
You're not gonna win them all. You beat Tottenham. You lost.
A bad
Poor
Tottenham.
Tottenham.
It doesn't matter. You could only beat who you played.
Yeah.
You beat Tottenham. You lost to Leicester. Lost to Liverpool. Lost to City now. I don't know who you got next, but I know you've got an easier run of games.
We've got Watford and Chelsea than Arsenal.
Alright, so after Arsenal then, you got an easier run of games. From then, you sort of might be on the way up. Because look at Arsenal, at the beginning of the season, they had a tough run of games. And you sort of relegation.
Bro.
Now look at them now, bro.
I can't lie. For Man United, that's not
It's
good
different.
enough.
For me,
You don't know. Because they were happy with him until this tough set of games.
Some
Some people are happy with Oli until this tough set
Some
of
people are
games.
happy with him, but
Bro.
the alarm
And
bells
then
are,
now-
yeah.
It's not. It's just not good enough.
I want him in because
Oh, of course, we all want him in. We all want him in.
But
I praised
I'm
this
just
for the
saying,
2 seasons.
he finished second with them last year. He's recruited reasonably well. We don't know how they're gonna pay off yet, but you sort of happy with him at the start. You've had a bad run.
He was happy with him.
You turned against him.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
He was happy with him.
But when this bad run, like
You wasn't happy.
You see,
but when this
I was
hard set
asking
of
questions about Oli
Sorry.
before
We've been,
before Bruno.
we've been-
Pre-Bruno,
we've been
I was
asking-
on Oli.
we've been
Let's-
asking.
I just want to know when this hard set game's over, you start winning again. Are you
You're gonna
gonna
say
be
Oli's
at the
back?
wall
Exactly,
again?
that's the problem.
That's
No,
what I
But
wanna
you know what? You know, I don't know what I want because really and truly, I could throw out names, but are they gonna? For me, Ten Hag. Ten Hag is the name that's ringing bells. Ten Hag is the guy with a philosophy
What is that?
that isn't Manchester United's.
Is that who you want? I'm not asking you who.
Do you know who I want?
Who do you want?
I want Gary Neville.
Oh my god.
I want Gary Neville.
You're a joke, man, right?
I want Gary Neville. I want Gary Neville. I want Gary Neville.
Hey Junior,
Why not Gary Neville?
Big man, switch off the camera.
Why you saying that about the camera?
Oh, you know what he's saying?
You chatting shit though, man. You know
Listen
you don't
to
want
me.
Gary. Huh?
Listen to me.
They need pundits.
He's waffling.
Do you want Jamie Carragher as his
That bad.
assistant?
It's that bad.
No.
Gary Neville.
They'll be on the side with a bloody.
Wait. If we can give the job to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, why can we not give it to Gary Neville? Tell me that. What? Because if he had a bad stint in Valencia, he couldn't speak Spanish. He was set up to fail.
Then why did you take that job?
He did a favour for a
No,
friend.
he
He did a favour for a friend. Listen,
friend.
Gary Neville has studied the Premier League in more detail than anyone in the league.
True, you know.
Gary Neville is Manchester United through and through. Gary Neville knows the answers.
No, but that's different. There's a difference between studying the league and being an analysis of the league and
Yeah.
actually being a coach and having a system.
Listen.
and having a philosophy.
Gary Neville would just be the manager. He needs to hire coaches.
And hire coaches.
Yeah, we need to
But
hire
this is the
coaches.
thing.
Fair
But
enough.
how dare we be happy with
Yeah,
Oli and not say no to Gary Neville?
No.
Ex-skipper.
Do not.
Ex-skipper.
Wait, don't let him slap
No,
that.
I'm saying-
if we're saying that having Oli was a stupid decision, why the fuck are you saying this?
I didn't say Oli was a stupid decision.
Why of course I didn't.
No, he didn't say it's a stupid.
I didn't. No.
You're not happy with it.
No.
Yeah.
Me, when Oli came, he steadied the ship. Yeah, I was happy. But then after a while, alarm bell started ringing, and I started asking questions. Is this sustainable? What is his style of play? What is the system? Because right now, all I'm seeing
What's
is
Gary Neville's style of play? What's his
That's
Listen,
what I was about to say.
Gary
What
Ne-
have you got to
No,
work
but he's
on?
saying
Gary
Gary Neville
Neville-
to manage, not.
is Manchester United through and through.
saying how
Gary
he's
Neville is
He's
basically,
just the manager.
for me,
So the modern day Sir Alex.
Caretaker, basically.
he's.
Not even caretaker, just
Is
the
that,
project
not the
manager.
is that not the same problem then?
It is, but listen,
No, but
Ten
it's-
Hag.
Man,
Someone with a
man,
bit
man,
more-
coaches though.
so-
To be fair.
Ten
But
Hag.
that's what I'm
That's a
saying.
problem.
All right. We got Zidane. We got Ten Hag. Who else is in the? We got Brendan Rodgers. Bro, I don't know. They're not all.
There's question marks.
Exactly. I can't see. I can't see Man United reaching.
There is.
There is.
Zidane
Zidane's a
will
more flamboyant guy. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
He's happy playing paddle tennis anyway. Then, but
Are you dumb?
He
Man's
is.
won the league and Champions League. You're comparing him to Oli.
No, in a sense of.
Yeah, you used to bang out hold up.
I apologize. It's true.
Zidane's
How dare me?
back.
How dare I? This guy is influencing like this guy. I
Don't blame me, bro.
Bro, you
Don't
rate
blame
Oli
me,
too
bro.
much, and I'm
Don't
just
blame me,
blinded.
bro. This is you.
Taking the absolute.
It's true. It's true.
Comparing a Champions League and a league winner to
A 3-time Champions League.
winner.
in a row.
Only Gaffer can do it.
Even Barcelona Pump can do that.
Except for
Here's
Real
the
Madrid
thing,
back
bro.
in the 60s.
No, that don't count because not everyone was even in it.
Yeah.
More times when I ask people about Zidane, there's always some kind of doubt, even for this
Because-
guy. I
Okay.
can't understand it because
Okay,
people told me.
but guys, before we
people
move on
told
to
me he has no
Zidane,
philosophy or coaching
before we move
style.
on to Zidane,
Go on.
why not Gary Neville?
Okay, so you're saying we're bringing this guy to be a project?
Don't call him
manager.
this guy. He's an ex-skipper.
I
He's an
don't-
ex-Premier League holder.
I don't
He's
give a
Manchester United through and through. More than Oli.
but then
He's
so
more
was
than
Oli.
Oli.
More than
Cool,
Oli.
I know.
He's
Great.
a
Fantastic.
Mancunian. He is blood,
Here's the
flesh,
thing.
Manchester.
Then he
Here's the
started
thing.
his career at United.
Of course.
Here's the thing.
Class of 91.
Here is the thing, right? If these guys have been doing what I think they've been doing and they're not being stupid about it, by hiring ex-United players in certain ranks, we don't need to go down the road of hiring ex-United guy again. Guys like Fletcher should be maintaining that United way from manager to manager. It's the whole point of having them in the first place.
Okay.
So that he can continue that transition. So bringing in this project manager, just for the sake of this, it's not really a
Why
step
couldn't the
forward.
project manager though?
Well, you're not saying he's here to manage, to actually coach the team. He's just here to overlook everything.
And Oli is. Oli, the man that you supported for 3 years.
That's what he
Yeah,
was asked
for
to
a
do.
reason.
What's the reason?
To steady the ship. Hey,
How long
let's
do you
not.
steady a ship
No,
for?
let's not.
The ship is steady.
Okay, and what I said a couple weeks ago
Go on.
for him to go because he's proven that he can't take that step forward.
Okay,
That was
Alex.
an
I'm a waffling
to that.
Go on.
God, tell me what Gary Neville's style of play is. What's his tactic?
Listen,
because that's
listen.
what United need.
Gary
The
Neville.
project-
System.
Yeah, I get what they're saying.
You're right.
You're replacing
But there's-
something with something with the same. He
Yeah.
doesn't
Similar.
have that.
Similar.
He would
I
have-
agree.
No one knows what Gary Neville terrible side of
Yeah, just a bit more Mancunian.
You don't know.
You might
actually have a quality side. Like,
We might, but here's the thing though.
And they can afford to take that risk
That's
again.
the problem. They can't afford to do that.
Yeah.
We can say
That's taking a step back.
we can sit here and say he can bring in coaches all day, but the manager decides the team that the style of play, how we're gonna approach games. What's his style of play?
The alarm bells have been there.
Me personally, look, like what you said earlier, Arsenal in the player trip at the start of the season, we turned it around. Oli, you guys had a tough run of games and you've lost. Me personally, I think it's bullshit.
Same,
It's not good enough in Man United.
Yeah.
For the quality of players that you have at your disposal, compared to the other teams in the league, it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. It's unacceptable.
I'm just looking at Kaiser.
Bro, listen, I can't hear it. Like, with Arsenal now, obviously I don't want to compare. I just want to make one point. With Arsenal, it's different. It's different because we haven't got the same quality that you guys have. So certain games, we can kind of like, alright, cool, Arsenal, we're not really expecting them to win them type of games. Fair enough. 4 shots at home to your noisy neighbours. Shocking.
I think they're a bit more than noisy neighbours, Nate.
No.
But that's shocking.
You had more shots at the hair than you did.
What Bass was saying earlier is true. Like,
I need to work
wait, hold on.
Bailly and Lindelof had shots at the hair.
Wait, hold on. It's a derby game. Even Man United are not on good form or whatever. Form goes out the window.
Yeah, it does.
Form goes out the window when it's a derby game. You think Arsenal can play at home? Listen. You think Arsenal can play at home? Tottenham come to our ground and when you have 4 shots against Tottenham, it will never happen. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's not good enough. You got Sue. I was hearing on Talk Sport when I was coming here. On my way here, I was listening to Talk Sport. And they were saying, how can you have Ronaldo and you don't find a way to win games or even score goals?
Alex, would you sack Oli tomorrow? Yes or no?
100%.
And who would you bring in though?
That's the problem.
Hey, I'm asking Alex.
Look, there's managers out there. I'd take Brendan Rodgers, whether some people may say yes or no.
Didn't you just say you don't?
I'd take Rodgers over Oli. Oli is done bad enough that he has to go regardless of who.
No, forget just desperation. Who do you want?
I've said Ten Hag, but Zidane, I'll take Zidane. I'll take Brendan Rodgers. For me, Oli has to go. Like this.
He
thing
just
of,
wants someone
this,
else.
Yeah,
It's
this
an
thing. This
upgrade.
thing of Man United have had a difficult run after these round of games. They'll pick it up again. I don't agree with that because anyone who's watched Man United this season, we've not been good enough since the Leeds game, which was Leeds. You know what you expect with Leeds. We've not played well at all this season. We've got lucky through moments. One of the words I've been saying about this team, moments FC, and people have said sign of champions is winning games in moments, and we don't need a philosophy. We win games in moments. We've got big players. I feel like it's been exposed now. And Oli thought he stumbled upon a formation last week when we beat a terrible Spurs team, and he was naive enough to think he can just do that against Man City and think it would work.
I said in the group to go to Atlanta. They've been playing that formation for years and across several managers. The audacity to go do it and then think you wouldn't get turned over.
And who decides that Wan-Bissaka can play as a right wing back? I don't know what he's seen in training that he thinks that is.
We got a draw. For me, that was a good draw.
Embarrassing.
Atlanta, to be honest, I've
I've
got nothing against Oli. He got the result. Before the season starts, before the group started, I would have taken a draw at Atlanta, 100%. 100%.
They were good.
They were high scoring team.
But again,
guys, no, we've moved away.
But there are so many teams that have turned over Atalanta because they are very leaky. You have to attack them. You attack them, and you beat them 5-3, 5-2.
We done it a lot. I think we done it last year.
I'd love to say it was fun, but it wasn't really. But yeah, man, Arsenal, you got to bounce in your step.
We're springing still. We're springing.
You're back. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for your club. I'm happy for you personally. I'm not happy for a few of you. What's changed?
I think the personnel's changed, isn't it? Obviously, we brought in Ben White, we brought in Tomiyasu.
But what's changed since your dismal start?
Obviously, Chelsea City's never going to be easy. That was difficult. Obviously, Brentford caught us by surprise. To be fair, we didn't set up well. I don't think so.
I don't think anyone was beating Brentford on the first game of the season.
You reckon they were fired up? We're ready for it.
It's their first Prem game ever.
Yeah.
No,
But I think what's changed mainly is the fact that this is the first time in a while Arteta had at least 90-95% full squad.
Fit players.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Arteta's always been struggling for players. Party's always been struggling for fitness. Tenny's sometimes been touch and go. You know, so this
Where is Tierney? Is he back?
He's back now. He's in the squad today, but he hasn't been missed because Tavares is playing well. We don't even miss him.
Not a bad signing, you know.
It's a good signing. Young
Couple
boy,
unknown players, but they're plucking away. Even Samba or Sambi Lokonga.
It's looking alright.
Tidy.
You know what I mean? I didn't watch the game, but from what I heard, he played well today.
He was like a mosquito, man. He was just annoying, just buzzing about, nicking the ball.
Man. That's it. So we've got the youngest squad in the league, and this is Arteta's squad now. He's built his squad. He's trying to implement his philosophy. Bought players that will buy into his system.
What's his system?
So
Why are you biting? Don't bite. Just relax.
let me talk.
I'm fine because I've been saying this for years, but for him, like, it's a bit of a shock.
What's his system?
But obviously, I'm not getting too carried away because at the end of the day, we still haven't paid.
Dodging the question.
But let me just finish with my
Let him have his time, man.
You can ask me later, mate.
Okay.
But in all competition, 10 games unbeaten. So, it was confidence. We take game by game. And
7 clean sheets as well.
Yeah. So Ben White and Gabriel, they're doing well. They're doing really well, man. And Tomiyasu, like I said, I spoke about him a couple of weeks ago. I think about a month ago. He's looking good, man. He's looking alright. So I didn't like the way South Sky Sports tried to slate him before the season started.
That was poor from them.
No, but I heard Arsenal fans doing the same.
No, but Arsenal fans reacting.
I don't understand that.
It's reactive.
You sign a player, he's part of your team now. Why are you slating him?
No, but it's probably reactive.
But you not slating before he's even kicked.
They
the ball.
slated
Tomiyasu
because the thing is,
they slated Ramsdale.
Because the thing about a lot of Arsenal fans, they're still deluded thinking we're in 03-04 where we can attract the biggest players out there. We're not that club no more. I'm a realist. I keep it real. That's why I said top 6 is.
There is no way you people still believe that.
What?
Some do.
Right. Look at Ty. Have you not seen Ty? Do you know who Ty is? That guy's probably the biggest fan now.
But he's a bit. He's a bit like a score.
I don't know about the guy's personal life. I'm not gonna say that on camera. But you know what I mean. But so a lot of fans are doing it. So Arsenal doing well right now, man. We can only take game by game, keep winning, or at least don't lose. And go from there, man.
I'm glad Ramsdale's getting us done.
Ramsdale surprised me. I was one of the guys that was slating him, thinking this guy's been to 3 clubs, has been relegated. We spent 30 odd million on him. What the fuck are we doing? And then we go and sell Martinez.
You know the thing I like about that guy?
He's proved me wrong.
No, but Martinez, he had to go for him.
No, he had to go for him. He didn't want to fight for tops for number 1, innit? And obviously Arteta had a lot.
He didn't want to fight a losing battle.
Yeah, I thought he deserved it.
I think he deserved it too, but at the same time, I couldn't forget what Lennon did for Arsenal. Do you know what I mean?
What did he do?
He pulled out some worldy saves, man. I can't lie. Lennon was top draw. But now Ramsdale all the way, man. Ramsdale all the way. Yeah, he's on the bench.
He's on the bench.
I loved his absolute dart of a pass against Leicester.
Yeah, Aubameyang, innit?
Half volley.
Distribution.
So I'm saying, with Ramsdale, he's looking like a leader. So like communicates, command his box, his distribution is good. He's what's it called? Shot stopping is good.
Shot stopping is unreal, to be honest.
He's a good goalkeeper, and he's only 23. Investment, man. Good investment.
So it shows why England liked him.
Yeah, but yeah.
Cool. Can you tell me your system and philosophy now?
Well, as you can see, he likes to build up from the back.
Everyone does.
Not everyone.
More or less.
Not United.
Not Burnley. Not Burnley.
Not everyone does it well.
Don't like to build up. You play 20-30 yard passes.
No,
that's not building up.
I can see why he really wanted Ben White, because Ben White's distribution, bloody top draw for a centre half. Defensively, he's been alright. I wouldn't say he's been top draw, and I still don't think he's worth 50 million.
I said this at the start. He needed a guy next to him, and Gabriel provides that.
Just to answer my question, you've got Liverpool next on the 20th of November. So Liverpool at Anfield, flogging,
tough game,
and then you got Newcastle at home on the 27th of November. Then you got us, Manchester United,
Old Trafford.
Old Trafford on 2nd December.
I will
I
happily.
didn't even know I said Old Trafford.
easier
Does it
to
matter?
be on Old
Does it even
Trafford
matter
than it is.
anymore?
I will happily take 5-6 points from those 3 games.
I'll have to take 5 points means you're not going to lose any of them then.
You can't take 5.
So I get a win and 2 draws. Yeah, I say 5-6 because in case we lose to Liverpool, we can beat Man United, we can beat Newcastle.
I agree with
I
you.
don't see why not. To be honest.
I agree with you.
I'll happily
I
take
mean, Manchester United cannot, under any circumstances, lose that game.
Against Arsenal.
I think that's.
That would be the final
That's it,
straw.
yeah, that's it.
for
And I think we'd ransack
I think we should.
Old Trafford.
The thing with that though,
That's the final straw.
the thing with that though,
That is the final.
So that means you've
Because
lost
that's-
all your
that's
big
it.
rivals.
But
Nah.
that should be embarrassing.
There's a
historic big rivals.
there's a level of insult of losing to Arsenal that you can't match against any other team.
Yeah, but we've lost
But the
Arsenal
thing-
before.
yeah,
And it was
I know,
insult
and
and
you
then
lost
and I don't think-
you lost to
and-
Liverpool.
and
You
then
got
Arsenal.
battered by Liverpool.
and I don't think
You got
Arteta's
dominated
ever
by
lost to
City.
Oli.
Lose to Arsenal's the
I don't think
final.
Arteta's lost to Oli yet, you know.
Man United are finished, by the way. Sorry to go back on Man United. We're finished.
Watford, Chelsea, Villarreal. Yeah.
Watford, Villarreal. Watford away. Villarreal away. Chelsea away. United, Arsenal at home.
You're better away.
Then Crystal Palace.
All I know is
We're
if
finished.
we don't beat
We're
Villarreal,
finished.
I want Young Boys to beat us. I do not want to see United in Europe.
That should be when Oli gets a sack if we lose to.
No, what-
Because then Champions League, you're done.
Yeah, realistically,
You have to get a point to be able to qualify.
And on that note, let's move on to the west side. What is it? Southwest.
Yeah, West London.
How you doing, man? You were there, right?
Yeah, I was there.
Jeez.
It
So
wasn't.
he's
it
not an
wasn't
armchair
good.
fan. Just for the.
Yeah.
He's a proper fan.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Created loads of chances and playing some really good football. And it's like, we'll put that team in for England's Six Nations team because, man, they were hitting conversion after conversion. Like Barkley skied 1, Kai skied 2, Hudson Odoi skied 1.
Who? Kai? Who's Kai?
Havertz.
Lost for a minute.
Like some great chances just need to be clinical, and that's when we need Lukaku back ASAP.
Wait, hold on, what? Did you hear that?
He would have bagged a hat trick.
if you want to go down this road, then
There's no road. I just wanted to know if your ears were working. Did you hear it? Yes or no?
So yeah, it wasn't a great result.
You're not missing Timo, no?
why the guy misses
Not
for fun?
particularly. Not particularly. Like
I'm asking
he's-
Chelsea
he's-
fan this question.
He's very good at stretching teams, and when you're playing against a team like Burnley, they don't need stretch because they're already on the edge of their box. So having Timo there doesn't really work.
Yeah, I agree.
When you play those teams, how does your team play? What's their approach?
Very high attacking. Our wing backs act as
Right wing
all,
forwards.
yeah, basically they're
Left wing
forwards. So like Reece James is up massive. Chilwell's
player.
high up the pitch.
Is it a case
They,
of-
a lot of the time they invert like Trent and Robertson do. So they'll come into the centre, have people switch out. But the annoying thing was that it got to the last 15 minutes and it's just there was a lot.
Vidra almost got a
the
brace.
Huh?
Vidra almost got a brace.
Yeah,
How do you feel that
It's
moment?
just been slow. It was really frustrating. Like Thiago Silva was slowing things down, Rudiger was slowing things down, and it's like, what he's doing? Just play. Come on, we're chasing a game here. This is our own points.
What's the score?
1-1 in the end.
But overall, you're happy, right?
Yeah, happy
top
with
of the table?
position.
Top of the table.
It makes it better that Liverpool lost.
Yeah. Apparently, Liverpool going to laugh at you yesterday.
Well, I said if,
Huh?
right?
Huh?
If the if didn't
So-
work out, so
Yeah, so we've been saved our
If
blushes.
we won, we're still in 3 points behind.
Yeah.
no.
Hey,
Yeah,
I just thought I'd add
we
that
saved
to
our blushes by other results, but it's results like that that will lose Chelsea the Premier League.
You're alright.
Easy.
But I respect that though because there's a level of
And then there needs to be
there's a level of class, a level of standard.
There's a standard. There's a
The
standard.
standards
There's a
there, and
standard.
everyone's it's clear, crystal clear.
There's a
Like,
standard. But it's
you
true
can't be
though.
dropping those points.
But yeah, not an amazing result. Could be better, but good position that we're in. So happy days on that.
Comfy, man.
After the break, I think we got Leicester, which would be a real test. 'Cause they've been our bogey team of late.
FA Cup.
Yeah.
Revenge.
Just that they're very good.
What did Amate do again? Did he?
Yeah, but fuck that
Didn't they
guy.
beat the end of last season as well?
But you don't beat them in the
Last
Prem though.
game.
Yeah, you got them back.
Yeah. So I mean, but that was in. I think it was just after the
FA Cup, yeah, it was still
So
hot.
it's like they'd had their party, you know.
Yeah.
So it was like a shallow victory, but
Yeah.
but you know they just seem to be able to get through the attacking press really easily, and then when they can dominate the ball, they do it very quickly. So and get forward real quick. So hopefully we'll do it right, but not as certain.
It'll be a good game.
It will be a good game.
You're comfy in the Champions League, right?
Yeah.
Your first.
Second, because we lost to Juve away, but we got Juve after Leicester, so hopefully we can do them over at home, and then we're fine. I mean, we're fine either way, but we want to top the group.
Yeah, of course. To be fair, even topping the group don't even matter these days.
I think Chelsea would have mind facing them.
Do you feel your
Oh yeah, because they've scrapped away goals as well. Like.
Yeah.
Do you feel your team's lacking in any way? Like, do you feel like
I mean, injuries have hindered, and when Mason Mount's not been in the team, we've really struggled to penetrate teams, really get any sort of like meaningful key passes in. Like Jorginho's not doing it. With Kovacic out, he's not driving forward, so it's down to Rudiger to drive forward.
I love this cheek.
And then it's either but he's great at driving with the ball, getting past the player, but it's his final product. It's
Tuchel likes him though. It's crazy.
he's a really good player. Although he did
Very
criticise
strange.
him after the Malmo game, which was odd. But
That's one guy I wasn't expecting to come back
They got
out.
mad physiques, man. For their positions, they got good physiques. They at the same time he could dribble. He's not like he's like a tank. So he's got the size, he's got the pace, acceleration.
He's a very flary player.
For my guy DV, I'm just gonna slander this guy. The guy's shit.
Off the sheet.
He's a flair guy. You like flair? He's a flair guy. Hey, I bet you watch him when he's got his back to the opposition goal. He'll flick over every single pressing man on earth. I'll tell you. You have a watch. You have a watch, man. Watch someone other than United, and you might learn something.
If he did that, I might listen. But I'm just saying, for my guy
He does it. He does it all
DV,
the time. He did it against City in the League Cup final, bro.
what I'm saying is, for my guy DV, I'm gonna slander this guy because he's not here. So
Okay, fair enough.
Whatever.
But yeah, so no wishes in January. January's around the corner.
Not really.
surely not.
No?
Not really. No.
Squad's deep, man.
We'd only overpay.
When
I
does-
can see
when
some
does
business
Bobby-
for a centre back because
Thiago's getting
Christensen still hasn't signed his contract, although it looks good. Rudiger looks like he won't sign his contract. Thiago Silva's
Rudiger's
getting
not
old.
signing.
I thought
Rudiger's having a good season.
He is having a good season, but
You wanted that first
he's,
kid, no?
he's 29. So
I
he
like
wants
the
his-
fact. Sorry, I like the fact you brought up that name. We'll get to Zuma in a moment.
he's- yeah, but Zuma was too inconsistent.
You was after that French kid, no?
Yeah,
Jules
could
Koundé,
be, yeah. Like
How tall? His height worries me, man.
5'8" or something.
he's 5'11.
Is it?
5'11", I thought he's
5'11.
He looks way smaller.
He ain't 5'11".
Koundé.
Actually, he might be
He's
5'11".
5'11.
I thought he was 5'8", I don't know why.
Bro, I thought he was at 5'6".
I think his afro
Hey, Cannavaro
somehow
can
makes
be
him look
it,
shorter.
Oh yeah, but there's only one Cannavaro. I don't think Koundé is Cannavaro.
Yeah, anyway, so Rudiger, he's 29 and I think he wants his big contract. His last big
29.
contract. Yeah.
Whoa, I thought
He
he
wants-
was younger than that.
He wants his last big contract, and he wants. And Chelsea have policy of generally not offering contracts to players over 32. He'll want a big contract, 5 years. They won't go to that. I don't think he wants to drop down under 4 years. I think so, and he wants like 250k, and I don't think they're in the
You know
in the
who?
party for that. So he can go, and then they'll probably look for someone. So whether Koundé happens, I don't know. I'd rather have kept Gay if that was really going to be the situation. But oh well, just what it is.
Just
How's
He's
Chalobah
keeping clean sheets in South London.
He's balling. Love Trevor Chalobah.
Hey, Alex, you brought up Mr. Zuma.
cut.
I mean, do you want to address it or?
I'll just say on one part.
Yeah.
I know that Liverpool are playing this like half zonal thing, but you've got one of the biggest threats from set pieces in Kurt Zouma in the league, and you just leave him for Sadio Mane. You just leave him for Sadio Mane to man market.
It was upsetting.
Salah was marking Zuma.
Sadio.
Yes, Mane. Well,
Swear.
to be fair, he didn't know slouch.
Can I say one thing? Yeah?
No,
You see
Zuma.
Liverpool, yeah. I was saying this to my friend. He's a Liverpool fan, yeah. And he was telling me, Liverpool gonna do this. I was like, nah, Liverpool don't look convincing. It's just it's just Mo Salah.
That
Mo
5-0
Yeah,
flattered them so much
Yeah.
because
Played into their hands.
the fact of the matter is they are bar Mo Salah and moments.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it flattered him. I'd say that it made you look worse.
Because
Yeah,
you
yeah,
look
he
at
highlighted all our
it
problems.
showed how much
you
how
look at-
bad
if you-
you
I
are.
get what you're saying.
If you look
not
at
very
if you look at certain games that Liverpool have played in,
It wasn't-
Brighton should have won that game at Anfield. Brighton stuck it on you. Look, Brentford 3-3.
Yeah, it's not Liverpool like.
You were winning 3.
Who was it? I
3-0?
was arguing with someone here, and they were telling me something about Liverpool can just swap in players and it will all be good. And I told them, look, right now Mo Salah is the guy who's carrying the team.
Yeah.
Once he's gone, it's peak.
It's not. No,
it's not Jota's going to step in and do.
Mane's been
Mane's
playing
been playing well as well.
Yeah, Mane's been playing good as well.
Jota's
Mane's
been playing
I mean,
well.
they're all
Jota's
like the
been
front
playing
four
Firmino
playing.
hasn't been that bad this
Yeah,
year.
he's-
But apart from
But
them,
For
everyone
me,
else has
Firmino's out for what? At least a month.
Yeah.
Mane and Salah soon gone. Then you just got Jota. And then
Origi.
I don't think that's apparently
Yeah,
might not
not
happen.
happening. Yeah.
No, but
I think that's wishful thinking.
he's wishful
Yeah,
thinking.
it's happening.
I know,
They
but
can't-
I'm fucking. I have to hope because
But-
You know they can't cancel
cancel
it twice, can they? They can't cancel it twice.
they have no reason to
Cancelled it
cancel it.
last
Why would they
year.
cancel it?
For me, Liverpool looked like they were blowing. They looked tired, and it looked like West Ham had second wind after third wind, fourth
First
wind.
of all, like this week, we qualified top of our group
Yeah.
in Champions League.
Top performance
Tough
in Champions League.
With 2
They've
games
been
left,
so good.
with a very tough. We probably had the toughest group,
Yeah.
so I was happy until today.
Oh.
We did. We played. We looked so. We didn't play terrible, but we were so open on the counter attack. It was bad, and we didn't take all our chances. Mane could have had 2. He had one at the keeper.
That header,
One at the
that
end.
header,
I wanted to cry.
that header. I thought, oh, here we
Yeah,
go.
that sucker punch.
Yeah, I mean, it still would have been a draw,
course.
and then I would have been laughing at you for celebrating the
like a
draw.
win though.
But yeah,
Yeah, when you're 3-1 down, draws
Against a good West Ham
Yeah,
team. So.
a draw's a good result. You need to be man marking, especially when West Ham ain't a small team.
Yeah.
They got
Giants,
very good
Suchek,
players
Craig
as well.
Dawson.
Suchek,
Zuma.
Dawson,
Rice,
Rice,
Antonio's not a mug.
Zuma,
in the air.
Antonio's
They're all,
good in the air.
yeah.
The guy Moyes likes big
Animals,
players.
man.
So and then to be
Moyes
so
likes
Mark,
big
and
players.
Zuma's goal, he had a free run. No one stopped him. Came through.
Yeah,
You
like-
Alisson
like-
Park,
always at
nothing.
disadvantage if you've got someone running into the box.
Alisson
someone
Park,
started.
nothing.
No, to be fair though, for that, because he's
Yeah.
followed the ball, he
Yeah.
couldn't have done nothing for the third goal. But yeah, there's the
What's going on with the defence? What's
Trent's free kick was nice. Though.
Why are you leaking so many goals?
I think our defense is just not.
Van
I
Dijk?
think
Has
the highlight
Virgil been
doesn't-
found out? Huh?
No, the
No,
thing
he's
is,
not been found out.
I don't
I
know.
don't think he's been.
Throwing
It's
out
not
there.
found out, but
I'm just
no
saying.
matter how good you are, there's going to be occasions where you concede.
there's not even that.
He doesn't
though,
look as
people
impregnable.
need to understand.
Yeah, but he's just come back from a whole
Yeah.
year out.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
like-
going to be. No, I don't know any player that's had an injury like that that's come back.
I think today,
fair.
But even today, he made some good challenges. He was pretty. He didn't have a terrible game.
some very bad passes though.
Yeah,
Some of
he
his
didn't have a terrible
distributions
game defensive wise. But I think the high line is killing us.
I don't think, especially today, they didn't sit back into their 3 like they usually do.
Yeah.
And I didn't see it. I didn't see
Our
a
midfield-
Fabinho coming in. I
yeah,
didn't see a
our
Henderson
midfield
coming
looked
in. I don't know what it was.
disorientated. I think, but to be fair, they should have had a man sent off.
Who?
I
Oh,
think.
oh.
I forgot, was it Cresswell in the first half?
Yeah, Cresswell and
Oh,
Henderson.
yeah,
That was-
yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
a bad
I thought that was
tackle.
going
That
to
was
get reviewed.
Should've had
It
a
was
red.
bad.
But-
Follow through was bad.
That was
'Cause-
100% going to happen.
Yeah.
Everton got a man sent off for the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was 100% going to happen. He just, first 10 minutes, going to go flying in some
Yeah,
course.
so,
stupid.
but other than, like,
Cresswell
obviously I'm
loves
making excuses because we lost.
Did
but
Salah score?
Just
Assist.
no, it's
He's got
not.
assist.
I mean,
It's
He
laid off.
was fouled for the free kick.
Yeah.
That's
no,
all.
but he laid off the free kick.
Oh, did he?
He
Yeah.
got fouled for free kick.
Yeah.
But it was good. I missed
Yeah,
it.
he passed it to Trent.
I missed it.
He's my captain. I
I didn't even see that.
Oh, that was
I
a
missed
great
it.
finish.
To be fair, I missed the second.
Origi's goal was, you know,
I was so pissed.
you know what that was? That was muscle memory. He didn't even think about it. He just did it.
That guy's so weird.
I turned it off.
Origi's
Salah went on his
had enough.
wandering run, went about 3, lost the ball, and it fell to Origi with his back to goal. Turned
left peg.
and then bang, left peg.
I'm gonna move on to South London's number 1. You know it's true. We're red and blue. Crystal Palace.
I'm happy for Palace and more.
I'm so excited.
I'm just happy for Vieira.
Yeah,
I'm very happy for Vieira more because the last batch of players from his ex-team that I respected. You know,
The
happy to see him do well.
The thing with Vieira is what I like is he done things organically. I like the fact that they don't just rely on Zaha to make things happen. They actually ball out from defense to midfield to attack. They're actually playing proper football now, and Vieira's got a system for them where he's fitting in the right play. He hasn't even got Eze back, so when he comes, what's gonna
But
happen?
Izzy don't even look like he's gonna come back into the squad.
No, he has to. The guy.
What's his name? Spitting out.
At least
Elise off the bench, he's looking good.
Vieira,
Good energy, good
Who's
vibes.
impressed me the most with Palace is your boy.
Baller. Conor Gallagher's a baller.
I didn't know about
That's
him.
what I was thinking. Gallagher, sorry.
But
He
he
won't
said
be dropped.
he's-
He won't be
He's
dropped.
quality.
He's so good.
Cold.
He was
He's tenacious, man.
He was at loan to West Brom last season.
Yeah.
I wasn't really
see too
feeling
much.
him.
But that's
West Brom were poor.
again, that's where a negative system doesn't benefit players that want to go forward, that can win the ball and go forward.
That's why.
Compared to a system where
Felix
he
and
can win the
Atletico.
ball and go going.
Killing him. That's just
he
killing
needs
him.
to.
Thank you for joining me. Hey, you got pokey. Okay. Hey, that being said, like, comment, subscribe, take care. Peace.